Hey guys, this is James with Suds Auto Spa. Behind me we've got the Suds Z. This is my 03 350Z with a LS3 swap. It was done by LOJ Conversions. Steven did a phenomenal job with the swap. We're going to do a little series here just kind of about track car maintenance, cosmetic stuff, just little things to help keep your car clean, and moving forward just talking about oil changes on dry sump systems, etc. Whenever I got into cars, I'm sure you guys might feel the same way. A lot of things kind of felt out of reach. There wasn't really enough information. Wasn't really too convinced I was doing the right thing all the time. So hoping we can get a little series together to show you guys exactly how to do things that you need to be doing, and give you a little more confidence with your builds. So this is just KC Active Foam. This is just kind of your run-of-the-mill, I guess you could say heavy-duty car shampoo. This is not designed to, reinforce any ceramic coatings. It's not designed to leave any wax behind. It's not like a full-blown acid wash either. We just find this is a good place to start whenever you need to do a nice in-depth cleaning on something. We've had a lot of luck with this, especially pairing this with Green Star to remove more embedded and gnarlier contamination, oils, etc. that are worked into the surfaces. Can't really say enough good stuff about this product. It's always delivered well. We did find when we switched to this and Green Star over some other products, PPF would stick a lot better. All in all, I think this is an excellent first step to have in your arsenal.
Good for the show.
Yeah.
Type.
All right, well, let me get a whatever it is.
A what?
Wash mitts. These will be fine
Oh, yeah, you're good.
for this.
You want gloves or no?
No, I'm all right. Yeah. Yep. So these are some high nap microfiber towels. We find that these are pretty excellent for maintenance washes. They don't break the bank. They do a great job trapping dirt. Really easy to keep track of your 8 sides. This car doesn't see any heavy contamination. It just kind of gets dusty from sitting through the winter. Again, the name of the game, in my opinion, is don't damage the car, do the best job you possibly can, and have some sort of margin for profit so your business can flourish. These hit all those markers very easily. If this was a vehicle that needed a little more attention, we'd probably use a wash mitt so we could really get in there and scrub, but we're just gonna get some dust off this. We've got a car show tomorrow, and this is gonna be more than sufficient for getting the result we're looking for. So 3 products here for the wheels and tires. Again, we got a couple more for when the situation calls for it, but for just general maintenance, keeping things looking fresh, we got Car Candy Chocolate Thunder. This has become, honestly, one of my favorite wheel cleaners. Again, just a relatively pH neutral, high foaming, excellent, hard-working wheel cleaner, safe on pretty much every surface out there. We've got Detail King White Wall Cleaner, Tire and White Wall Cleaner. From what I've seen, this is literally the best tire soap out there. It actually has a darkening agent in it that leaves your tires looking nice and satin and factory fresh. Whereas, standard degreasers, right here is just a diluted 3D. This can gray out your tires. We do like to use this in the wheel arch areas to, just kind of clean any dirt and debris that's collected. But I'm not a giant fan of using degreaser on tires. Sure, maybe if you do it, you can pull a little more dirt out, but it's not great for the longevity of the tire. It doesn't really give you a good aesthetic, especially on a car that gets driven hard exclusively. We are not putting tire shine on vehicles, and I don't want to gray out the tires. I can't put tire shine in the car, right? So we find by sticking with something that just leaves us with a good finish to begin with is a better option in general, and especially on cars that you're not supposed to put tire shine on. And then we always have a bucket of warm water with us, regardless of what we're doing, whether we're washing wheels, interiors, etc. It lets us rinse out our tools. And on interior, we'll show you a little bit of that when we get in there. It just gives you fresh water to kind of rinse the you know, dirty soap solution off the surface you just got done scrubbing. But Alex here is basically using like a painter style brush or a makeup brush. We find that's kind of an excellent all around brush for, you know, cleaning spokes, getting around lug nuts, getting the calipers like he's getting right now. We've also got a barrel cleaning brush. I really prefer these style or the blade style to a bristle. I find the bristles don't actually remove as much debris. You can kind of actually see little almost like scratch marks in the dirt that's left behind rather than just like a fully swept clean surface. Think of this like a Swiffer. You know, we've all seen the Swiffer commercials. The little, you know, fabric goes over and gets every little droplet of dust. This is gonna basically do the same thing. This is just a flag tip brush. On chunky wheels like this, it's not the biggest time saver, but this is great when you got multiple spokes and you can kind of scrub it once. Nice soft nylon flag tip bristles, won't scratch into the surface. And then Alex just has a tire brush there. I think I got that one on the Steck USA website. Just a nice firm bristle brush to really scrub all the dirt and debris out of the tires. Only thing you want to make sure of is you just hit everything until the suds basically turn white. On the rear tire, already double checked, and one go over was enough. You can already see the suds turning white here just from getting some fresh water on the brush. And that lets us know that we got a pretty clean tire here, and we're ready to rinse them to the next step.
Well, who's driving this tomorrow?
You are.
I knew that was coming next. That would be holy hell, McQueen is fading.
Alex is going to start with the wheel arch here as he begins the rinse phase. My thing with rinsing is it's actually the most important step to all of this. You know, you can have the right products, you can have the right technique. If you don't rinse properly, anything left over is going to cause staining of your paint, your wrap, etc. You're going to get etching, or the dirt's just going to be left behind. Doesn't really matter how much you agitate it off the surface. If you don't properly rinse it away, once when all of that, you know, surfactant, soap, water, salts, whatever, dry out, all that dirt and crap is just gonna be left back on the vehicle. So in my opinion, this is the most important step. That's why he's being very thorough. You do hear about people sometimes neutralizing their acids or neutralizing their alkalis. I think there is a lot of validity to that, especially in commercial situations where things are metered, they're measured, they know exactly what pH they're dealing with every single time. My issue is it's kind of difficult for me to tell when I'm actually getting to 0. I think that the best way, or to 7 rather, I think the best way to get to a neutral pH is to rinse everything as thoroughly as possible. And after this, we're gonna foam everything down with that neutral soap and rinse the whole wheel and vehicle again. So I'm pretty confident we're gonna have absolutely 0 alkali, acids, dirt, debris, salt, whatever left behind after this process without any, you know, neutralizers. So Alex just got done basically just emulsifying all the soap into the water. Whatever, this just makes sure that we don't have any just straight water that we're taking to the car during the wash process. As you can see, the suds are so tight that it's just like a white emulsion, pretty much. It's like car shampoo mayo. We find this does a very good job breaking everything down. And he's gonna go over all the, you know, problem areas first, around the headlights, latches, etc. This way they don't get forgotten. It's kind of the main thought process there. So next step, foam everything down. This is basically going to act as a pre-soak, as some people might say. We're just breaking down all the dirt, debris, any contamination on the paint. The less mechanical agitation you have to do to the surface, the better, because that's what's really going to cause, you know, wear and tear, wash marks, swirling, etc. on the surface. As you notice, Alex is getting the wheels pretty good. Like I said, we find that rinsing is the really only guarantee to get that neutral pH after using whatever you're using. High alkali, high acid solution. This is just another precaution to make sure that every bit of debris and every bit of high or low pH cleaner is removed from the previous surfaces now that we're moving on to the next step. So now that everything's broken down, just give it a little bit of time. We're just going to agitate everything off the surface with a wash towel. If this was a really filthy car that was in relatively good condition and, you know, not a wrapped track car, we'd probably consider blasting all this off with just water and then refoaming. But I don't think that's necessary to do on every single vehicle, especially this. This wrap is coming off this winter for a new one, so not horribly worried about keeping it pristine.
I think we drop the cars off. We hit Texas State Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, Texas Brazil. Get the sweats, and then we're sitting at that car meet all
Just smelling like bacon.
yeah, smelling like bacon and steak.